Scorpios, I'm Christy. You're watching Tiny Turtle Tarot, and this is your reading for the week ahead. As always, if anything I say resonates or you feel it will resonate in the future, because obviously it's not happened yet, please let me know by liking and subscribing. Let's get on with your reading. What's happening for beautiful Scorpios this week? Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles is kind of like stubborn energy, but I really like it. The reason I say that, I just don't feel like it's negative to be stubborn in this sense. There's a feeling where you're just holding your ground, okay? You're just, you made a decision, you're sticking to it. Even if others are like, that doesn't make sense anymore, you might just be sticking to it because it's what you said you were going to do. However, it feels like a good trait to have, if that makes sense. There's something you said you were going to do, and others are like, that may not be the best thing for you, Scorpio, and you're like, well, I said I was going to do it, so I'm going to do it. And then there's something actually really good about it, that you're sticking to your guns. Other people aren't going to understand, because other people aren't like you, but I get you, Scorpio. I understand that you said you're going to do something, so you're going to do it. Or you said you're not going to do something, so you're not going to do it. But whatever it is, it's almost like you're trusting your past self in a way. And this is a very rare energy, but I really like that you're sticking to what you said in the past. The Hermit and the Two of Pentacles. There could be an offer. You're kind of like, oh, do I want to do it? Do I not? With Two of Pentacles. With the Hermit, it feels like you're not going to do it. It feels like you're going to say no. Whether this be dating, whether this be a job, there's something coming towards you that you're kind of going to just run away from or back away from. And it could be because you said you weren't going to. It could be like, you're like, oh, I'm having a month off, or I'm having a few months off just for myself. And then someone like, do you know what I mean? Either gives you a job or asks you out. Whatever it is you said you're not having or doing, whatever you're taking time off of, stick to your guns. I love it. 7 of Wands, standing up for yourself, sticking up for yourself. Don't let somebody persuade you. If there's something here like, oh, I'm not gonna, it's not necessarily an addiction energy. It's just something where you're like, oh, I'm not doing that. So say you're a gamer. It's like, oh, I'm just not gonna game for a couple months because I have other things I want to focus on, and then I'll be more excited to do it when all this is out of the way. There's something where you're just taking a time out or a break from it. And you might find others are like, oh no, just do it, Scorpio. Just one time, honestly, just this weekend, just tonight. And then you can go back to your break and you're like, I'm going to get addicted, or I'm going to want to keep doing it. There's something where don't be persuaded. And I feel like I don't even need to say that to you, actually, because you are going to stick to your guns. But this is such a weird energy because it feels really unnecessary to bring it up. So for a lot of you, it's obviously bigger than gaming. It's bigger than something like that. It could even definitely, for a lot of you, love energy of just like, I'm taking a time out to kind of pull my thoughts together. And because I feel like you may have been making the wrong choices in the people you were going towards. You were just attracted to people that weren't interested in you, or you just wanted what you couldn't have. So it's just a feeling of pulling back, recalibrating, figuring out who it is you're actually drawn to if you're single, and you've decided like a time frame. And I say that like because like, look, it's juggling the time. There's a time frame you've given yourself. Stick to the time frame. What else is going on for Scorpios? The Six of Swords, the Ten of Cups. I don't know why I'm getting something about M&Ms come through. That's so random, but like I can literally smell M&Ms right now. Like, do M&Ms even have a smell? They just smell like chocolate, but I'm getting M&Ms come through. Could be Eminem. Is he a Scorpio? I don't know. Maybe you're listening to Eminem. It's a sign or something? I don't know. Six of Swords with 10 of Cups. You're moving into calmer waters. Things are flowing easily into your life. Like, this is very much winning energy. Things are just happening and you're smoothly sailing into happier times of like, oh, okay, that's working out. And I'm not just saying this to say this. These are the cards that are coming up. So you could find yourself with other people having a bit of drama or noise around them. Make sure you don't involve yourself in it. It's like that saying, not my circus, not my monkeys. With the Six of Swords, I just feel like these people in this boat might be like swept back into drama, chaos, hard times by being distracted by others. Now, there's nothing wrong with helping others, but this is the energy I'm getting come through of put your own life vest on first, put your own oxygen mask on first, properly move forward and find a stable ground, then you're going to be able to help others. But right now, if you're coming out of a rocky, unstable place, sort yourself out first, find clean ground. I don't know what that means. Find a stable position for yourself and your life, and then worry about helping family and friends around you. Just feels like, do you know, I'm getting a visual of like two people in like really rough water, and one's pushing the other down, like panicking, and they're pushing them below the water in order to stay above. Do you know what I mean? And then the other one comes up and pushes the other down, and it's almost like that's the feeling of if you were trying to help someone, you would end up getting pushed under instead of getting to shore and throwing in like a ring. I hope that made sense. Page of Wands coming out. Also, there's a little fire of passion. There's a little spark of excitement coming in this week. Let's see what this is about. What's this little spark? Temperance, Sagittarius energy, Queen of Cups, Page of Cups. It's a surprise. There's a feeling here of like being surprised by your own intuition or your own emotional intelligence. I don't know, it just feels like you're surprising yourself. You're surprising yourself with your own temperance and the Page of Wands, and the Page of Cups actually. Temperance is all about balance, and the Page of Wands is all about kind of spontaneous energy, traveling. I feel like some of you could surprise yourself and travel really spontaneously. You're just like, do you know what, I'm going on a road trip. And it could be just, you think, oh, this is me being spontaneous. This is me being adventurous. Look at me. And then you're going to get somewhere and go, oh, God, this is a surprise. Look at this synchronicity. Look who I just bumped into. Or, like, how did I know that was going to happen? And the truth is you didn't know that was going to happen. But you felt called. You felt the spark to go somewhere, to do something, to change your routine, to do something differently. Temperance card, it's balance. You might have been in a very predictable environment where everything is set out for you, or you just knew what you were going to be doing every single day. You somehow find a way to break that cycle, and when you do, you're going to see a weird synchronicity. You're going to bump into someone you used to know. You're going to, you know what I mean? There's going to be some type of serendipitous energy where you realize that even when you're breaking a cycle, even when you feel like you're not where you're supposed to be, because maybe that is it. Maybe you're breaking out of other people deciding what you're doing or something, or your clock. So say you're working for someone else and you're feeling like you're just doing everything on their time. There's something where you're going to break out of that and then realize, oh, actually, I'm always where I'm supposed to be, because if I hadn't have made that decision to do that at that time, this wouldn't have happened. Even when you feel like you're breaking the cycle and kind of exiting a matrix that you weren't involved in designing, it's almost like you're going to click and go, oh, actually, I don't have any control. Even my decision to leave and do something and take a different turn or go a different direction, even that was divinely guided by something else. It was meant to happen. It's trust the way that you're being moved, which is a weird thing to say, but with the Queen of Cups, just trust the flow and the direction that the water takes you. Trust it. Trust that you're going to be safe. Trust that you're going to be okay, because I think you're going to be way more than okay. There's just a feeling of balance and excitement, and I don't know what I'm trying to say anymore apart from trust the universe, even if it's something really weird, even if, yeah. It's almost like you're being given a lesson of, you feel like you're not in control, and then you try to break that cycle of being in control, or not being in control by taking control, and you'll realize you don't like it, and then the universe will remind you, actually, we're just joking. You were never in control. Like, this whole thing, it's bigger than you. It's bigger than you in some way. This week, there's things happening beyond your knowledge. in divine timing. Just trust it. I'm going to wrap your reading up here. Thank you so much for watching. If anything I said resonated or you feel it will in the future, please let me know by liking and subscribing. And I'll see you next Tuesday for Tiny Little Tarot Tuesdays.